Vegas, baby, Vegas! We are on a road trip to Las Vegas to attend a Super Bowl watch party. My husband and I love Vegas. We go probably at least 4 times a year. The drive there is about 4 hours on a good day for us. Flights are faster, only about 45 minutes in the air. We prefer to fly, but it can get pretty expensive. We had been monitoring flight prices, but it just wasn't in our budget this time to fly. But you know what? I don't mind driving. There's great scenery to be seen, like this cloud. Is it a cloud? It spans so long. I thought it looked neat with the mountains in the foreground and background. If you've never driven to Vegas from Southern California, the 15 is a freeway you'll be taking. Look at these hills or mountains or whatever they are. One thing about the drive to Las Vegas is the scenery is either flat or lumpy with mountains. You'll pass the Barstow outlets for all you shopaholics out there. I've never actually stopped here myself. We're passing Fort Irwin. I tried to get a picture of the tanks and military equipment they have in the lot, but we were just going too fast. You also drive by the Marine Corps Logistics Base. I wanted to stop by Liberty Sculpture Park, which we've driven past so many times. You have to exit Ghost Road and make a right, but we made a left because my husband needed to stretch his legs first, aka go wee-wee. Back on the road, you'll pass the famous Peggy Sue's Diner. We've eaten there twice before. It's the one with the big dinosaur out in the parking lot facing the 15. The inside is cluttered with lots of kitschy souvenirs, and the food was, all right, it's just diner stuff. Here's the Marine Corps Annex. We've arrived at Liberty Sculpture Park. This is an art installation exhibit. I don't know what you call it. It's been here for at least a couple of years. You'll see it on the right-hand side of the 15 North. As we drove into it, there are these poles with mostly Asian people's pictures. There are names underneath it, but I didn't catch them all. Wikipedia describes the park as, quote, an American non-governmental nonprofit sculpture park located next to Interstate 15 in Yermo, California, primarily a memorial to casualties of communist regimes. Its artistic focus is largely on China, with Hong Kong and other attempts at representative democracy receiving attention as well, end quote. There are references to Tiananmen Square, and there's Tank Man, as you can see. It's a very somber experience. We didn't get out to look at each sculpture, but next time I think I'll take the time to actually get out and read each description. There were quite a few sculptures in this park. I want to say maybe around like 10, 15. I'm not sure what all of them meant. But again, that's why I want to go back and kind of take the time instead of kind of rushing through to get to where we needed to be. Next, we stopped at Eddie World. Fun fact, you cannot go into the ice cream building. I have been misled. The building you can access is across the parking lot from the giant ice cream. When you step in, it's sensory overload. On the left is a jerky stand. On the right is rows and rows of all the candies you can think of. This place has everything. These are my favorite, strawberry belts. They sell stuffed animals too. Towards the back is the grill. They sell burgers, hot dogs, and stuff like that. Moo! The bathrooms have a lot of stalls and are pretty clean. When we left, we saw a sign for a thrift store, and I love thrift stores, but we drove and I couldn't find it, and my husband didn't want to get mugged or murdered, so we just gave up just in case. Look at the clouds peeking out from behind this hill. It's so neat. Teletubbies might be on the other side. Getting closer, 103 more miles. Y'all, look at the name of this road. Zizix? The world's largest thermometer. This is in the city of Baker. Look at these clouds. Looks like sheep's wool. I don't know why the color changed like that. There's that weird hill I made a video about. Look how large the solar plant is. I watched an interview a while back in which one of the employees or someone said they'd find random dead birds like on the property, and I guess the birds were flying in like a line of bright light, and it would just zap the birds and basically cook them. Ouch. Trains way in the back. Okay, I've always seen this building, but what is it? A state penitentiary? We're at Primm, which is officially state line. Primm Casino is itself closed now, but the shops are still open, I believe. Hello, Nevada. By the way, there's a song I'd never heard of before called Take the Skinheads Bowling. Let the gambling begin. This is Buffalo Bills, and I believe it reopened not too long ago. Maybe that's a state penitentiary. All right, 29 more miles. This is called the Seven Magic Mountains exhibit. It's like a bunch of stones stacked on top of each other, and they're really tall. One day, I will stop by. The Vegas Speedway, where I believe you can rent fast cars and race on an actual track. This is where all the bus drivers stop to gamble. Just kidding. So before we head to our hotel, we have to stop by the M Resort to cash a parlay ticket for that my husband had from our last trip. A teepee. If you've never stayed at the M or even been inside, I recommend you do. The moment you walk in, it smells so nice. I swear, I think they pump perfume into the air. It's beautifully decorated and supposed to be the official hotel of the Las Vegas Raiders, if I remember correctly. They have some really cool memorabilia on display by the elevators too. While we were there, I decided to try a parlay myself. I don't know what any of this means. I was literally just pushing buttons on the betting kiosk. This bet costs $20, and if I win, I get $1,200. This is my favorite part of the drive right here. The moment you can see the Vegas skyline. At night, it's great too because you can see the laser beam from the Luxor up in the sky if they have it turned on. You can see it from far away. I hadn't eaten all day, so we stopped by a pho restaurant that we had been to before. It's across the street from South Point Casino. They have a pretty good sized menu. Egg rolls, pho, rice dishes, vermicelli dishes, the usual suspect. They give you these little carafes of ice water. The decor is pleasant and the space is decent sized too. We started off with egg rolls, which are served with lettuce and pickled cabbage alongside a fish sauce dip. I know some people get put off by the sound of fish sauce, but I'm telling you, it makes life better. Anyway, if you go to a restaurant that doesn't serve egg rolls this way, you are missing out. My cabbage fell off, so I ate it separately. My husband got the vermicelli, and he said it was good. I got the pho with brisket and rare steak. Don't come at me, y'all, with your well-done steak eaters. I'm not listening. I like my pho with bean sprouts. Lots of bean sprouts. Can't forget the squeeze of lime juice. I like a lot of lime juice too, but they only gave me half of one wedge. Some people like to put the sriracha sauce directly into the soup. I like the taste of the broth, and putting the sriracha into the broth changes it for me. So I put sriracha on the side on like a little bowl or plate, and then I dip the meat into the sauce. Oh my God, so good. After lunch, we headed to our hotel. Look, you can see the strip. Thanks for watching part 1. Keep an eye out for part 2 of our Super Bowl Vegas trip. Thanks for watching. Bye.